Welcome back to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti. Our friends from the Brandywine Zoo are once again here. Jacque Williamson is Curator of Education, and Hannah Pretz is the School Program Coordinator of the Brandywine Zoo. And this is?
This is SJ. This is our prehensile-tailed skink.
And where would we find him, aside from the zoo?
You'll find him off of islands off of Australia, so in the Australasia areas.
And now he seems pretty docile right now. Is this the normal? Is he like hiding? You can't see me? Is that what he's doing?
Go ahead. He may seem that way. Being on a branch is one of the ways that we're able to keep him calmer. These guys are arboreal, meaning that they'll head up in the trees and continually climb. So feeling this branch underneath him is giving him some comfort. Also, he's blending in a little bit. He is mostly herbivores. So he's going to eat a lot of salad, lettuce, leaves. At the Brandywine Zoo, we do give him a reptile salad. And
you would find him in your new reptile exhibit?
Yeah, so we have 3 new exhibits in the zoo that are open this spring. So we have our prehensile-tailed skinks, which are the largest species of skink in the world. They're nice and big and easy to see, and they're great big exhibits. We also have green tree pythons, which are also pretty easy to see. They'll hang right on the branches. And then, of course, we have our prehensile-tailed geckos, which are very small geckos, and we kind of call them the I Spy, or the Find It exhibit, because that exhibit you kind of have to spend a little bit of time at to be able to spy the gecko in that exhibit. SJ is one of our program animals, so he gets to come with us to schools and to events and things like shows like today. So he's not on exhibit, but we do have some other skinks that are on exhibit, so that we have one that we use for programs and one that's on exhibit that we can show the guests up close what they look like too.
Aside from the skink, how many reptiles will you have there if I go?
We have we'll have the 3 exhibits this spring, so they're brand new, but those are the only reptiles that we have on exhibit. We do have a lot of program animals that we use for education purposes that are reptiles. In the summertime, we have reptile shows on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and in May and September just on weekends. So you can come out to a reptile show and meet some of our education animals up close, and that was also a way that we can have guests meet some of our reptiles because we don't have as many on exhibit all year long. So that's something fun that people can come out and see and learn. This year's theme is how to be a superhero for reptiles. How to be a superhero
How does he hold on like that? I mean, he was over to the side there for a second, and I thought he was going to drop. Can he hang from underneath it if he wanted to?
He could probably hang from underneath it very easily. He's got some pretty sharp claws on his feet to help him grab on. And in addition, he also has this prehensile tail that he can use it to help balance himself and actually not necessarily hang his whole body, but hang part of his body off of a branch and help to keep himself stable.
Is that full length?
This is about full length. He can get maybe a couple inches longer, but not much more.
Could you have that as a pet?
You could.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are one of the more docile species of skinks, and in the reptile trade, they're one of the more popular skink species. Probably the most popular that you would see is the blue-tongued skink, which we have also in our collection.
Yeah, what do you have coming up at the zoo aside from the reptile exhibit this spring?
We've got our Star Wars Day. We are saying May the 14th be with you, because it's on May 14th. So we've got that event from 12 to 3 where we'll have
You've
Star
done that
Wars
before. It's probably bigger this year
yes.
than ever before.
Yeah, so we're doing pre-sale tickets online. Up until a certain date, you can buy pre-sale tickets for $5 a person, and then that will help you get in the express lane to get into the zoo, because we've had such long lines to get into the zoo for some of the previous events.
This is our 3rd year, I believe, of doing Endangered Species Day, and it's where the schools can actually come out from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock and meet some of our animal friends. And we'll have staff, volunteers, interns, keepers all out in the zoo ready to educate and teach some of our schools. And if you're lucky, you can actually pre-register for a live animal event where you can meet an animal similar to SJ from our program collection and get an up-close meeting with them as well.
Now, you talked about going online. What's the website?
So the website is brandywinezoo.org, and you can find our events calendar on there. Registration for our school programs is on there as well, or the pre-registration for the Star Wars Day tickets are on there as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. SJ, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And SJ just woke up. SJ's now looking. Oh, there he goes. He's back. Thank you so much, Jacque Williamson, Curator of Education, and Hannah Pretz, School Program Coordinator of the Brandywine Zoo. And that wraps up the Delaware Way for this week. I'm Larry Menti. Stick around for another thing.